The identity of the mysterious woman in Elbaf. One Piece Chapter 1134 dropped recently, and it is safe to say that this chapter shocked the fans in many ways. While the vast majority of the chapter focused on Nico Robin and her reunion with Saul, the biggest part of the chapter came at the very end, where it was revealed to the fans that Shanks had a twin that Oda was specifically saving for the Elbaf arc. This was, by far, the most shocking part of the chapter, and something that fans will go on to talk about right up until more information is provided by Oda in regards to this character next year. While it goes without saying that Shanks's brother was the more important character here, he certainly did not come to Elbaf alone. In fact, there was a mysterious woman with Shanks, and while her identity remains a secret right now, fans know that this character is going to have a lot of importance. Elbaf's intruders are finally here. At the very end of One Piece Chapter 1134, fans saw a massive streak of black lightning hit the castle in western Elbaf village. Inside the castle, a giant summoning circle could be seen forming, and this summoning circle was surrounded by massive flames. In terms of appearance, the circle looked exactly like the one that fans saw multiple times in the Egghead Island arc of One Piece. Back then, this summoning circle was used by the 5 elders who had decided to take up arms against the likes of Luffy and Vegapunk. This time around, no elder appeared out of the summoning circle. Instead, 2 hooded figures were shown by Oda, and their identities were not made clear immediately. But, on the very last panel of the chapter, fans saw that one of them resembled Shanks in terms of appearance, while the other had a bandaged face. Finally, it became clear that this was the same individual who met the 5 elders in One Piece Chapter 907 many years ago, and back then, fans assumed that this person was actually none other than the Shanks himself. Many fans assumed Shanks to be a traitor and actually an ally of the world government back then. Now, it is clear that this person was not Shanks but his twin brother, who likely works for the world government. Of course, Shanks's brother took all the spotlight in the chapter, but the other woman with him seems equally as interesting. It is just unfortunate that she happened to be with Shanks, because otherwise, she would have been a massive talking point among the fans. Regardless, her importance is not going to be ignored here, and her true identity, as well as her goal, is certainly worth discussing. Who is the mysterious woman? At this point in time, fans can't be sure as to who the mysterious woman is. All the fans know is that she wears a hooded cape, and, at the same time, has half of her face covered with bandages. Her hair looks quite short, and part of it covers her right eye, for one reason or another. Her left eye is clearly visible to the fans, and that is all that fans can tell from her appearance. The bandages on her face might be there to hide a certain scar, or, potentially to hide a powerful jaw that she can utilize in combat. It is hard to exactly figure out why she wears bandages, but usually, bandages are a sign of injury, which means that she might be scarred at some point in her life. Her physical appearance certainly is interesting, but fans are more intrigued by her role in the story. At this, it is unclear as to what this person's role is in Elbaf. But, that certainly doesn't mean that Oda did not leave behind any hints. For one, more attention needs to be turned towards her lineage. After all, she might just be Shanks's sister. This idea might seem to be a bit too far-fetched to the fans, but so was the idea of Shanks having a brother up until a week ago. There is absolutely no denying the fact that Shanks could have more than just one sibling. After all, St. Garling did not exactly specify how many children he had. All fans knew was that he has more than just one child, which certainly gives more credence to the idea that Shanks might have a sister as well. The fact that she travels with this Shanks's look-alike certainly does add more fuel to the fire. Perhaps, these are 2 siblings, and both of them are related to Shanks by blood. This would certainly make the story more exciting, because it would add a lot of depth to the Figureland family, and the dynamic with Shanks would then be developed further. It would also give the author a unique chance to write more complex members of the Figureland family. While the Shanks look-alike and Garling are evil, this mysterious hooded woman could then be potentially given more development and be made into a very layered and complex character, akin to the likes of Reiju from the Vinsmoke family. That is certainly something that excites the fans. Then, there also exists the possibility of this character being from one of the other Celestial Dragon families. So far, there are about half of the Celestial Dragon families that fans are yet to see. Given that Oda will definitely go on to introduce them at some point in the story, this could certainly be the first step from the author in that direction. She could be from any other family of the Celestial Dragons and a member of the Gods' Knights, just like Shanks's look-alike. After all, the Gods' Knights is a holy order made up of Celestial Dragons, and she is likely to be one of them as well. Why the mysterious woman needs more attention. The mysterious woman in Elbaf certainly need more attention, as she is a member of the Gods' Knights, most likely, and her strength is absolutely magnificent. At the same time, Fans should also keep in mind that she is going to shake up the country of Elbaf and add more depth to the celestial dragons, regardless of whether she is from the Figureland family or not. Fans need to keep an eye out for her, and even though Shanks' brother is the focus of attention among the fans, she is certainly going to light up the arc in many ways as well.